as long, long as I can remember. It's been December, no sun, no summertime to treasure. We weren't grown, and every time that they told us surrender, it will be better. We just go holding on to.
So, hey everybody, as you saw by the intro, today is going to be the Mixed Girl Tag Day. Why don't we get right on into this? So the first question is, what are you mixed with? I am mixed with Black and Hispanic. My mom's Trinidadian, you know, she's a little bit of Trinidadian, and my dad is half Puerto Rican and half Cuban. So I like to consider my full Caribbean too. What ethnicity have you gotten mistaken for? Man, there's so many of them. Okay, Dominican, Black Cuban, when I'm actually white Cuban, Filipino, Hawaiian, Native American, Indian. I can't think of any more. So the third question is your hair curly or straight? You guys saw my first video on YouTube. My hair was braided, so it looked a little nappy. But my hair is naturally curly, tight curled, and I just have it straight right now. Number 4, was coming from different backgrounds challenging growing up? I don't want to say that was hard as in like in the house hard, but when I went out, when I went to school, it was hard because my dad, he doesn't look Hispanic, he looks Italian, he looks just white. If I have a picture, this is my dad, that's him, and that's my mom. Yeah, I would go to the grocery store with him and stuff. I'd often get the feeling that people were staring at us because I'm so dark and he's so light, and they would stare, so it was a little weird having them stare. One girl, I can remember in kindergarten perfectly, she looked like my dad came in because it was Great American Legion and he brought cupcakes for us to design, and she was like, why your daddy white when you black? And I'm like, sitting there not understanding why I was so dark and he was so white. You know, number 5 was, which background do you embrace most? It's equal. If you're talking about looks wise, of course, because I'm darker, I'm going to portray my mom's side. It's equal because we visit my family in Puerto Rico all the time, you know, and I'm always visiting my grandparents, so it's all good. I think it's very equal because I'm getting both sides of it. My grandmother lives in here, she speaks Spanish to me, so you know it's definitely equal. Number 6, have you ever been teased for being different? I have been teased fun of because of my eczema, because of my skin color. My eczema tends to show a little bit more. And I had this one kid come up to me and say, "You're just ugly. Look at your skin. You look like old grandparent. Like your skin's so wrinkly and you're so hideous. You're so ugly." That ruined my self-confidence for like the rest of my life. And then I had just people always say to me, "You're so ugly. You're so ugly." You know, that was kind of challenging because a lot of people, they don't know. A lot of kids just didn't understand, you know, where I was coming from, how I was, you know. A lot of kids would just look at me and just look at me as an outsider, you know. I had one of my friends actually come up to me and said when she first met me, she just thought of me as a whole different, like, being type of thing, and I was like, okay. Number 7, have you ever been ashamed of being multiracial, sorry. When I was little, I wasn't understanding it at all, but now I'm like so full, like I love being multiracial. It's the best thing ever. But you know, I was when I was little. I don't know what I was going through. I was either definitely on my Puerto Rican side, or I keep on saying Puerto Rican, my Hispanic side, or I was definitely on my, you know, black side. Some days I hate being Puerto Rican. Some days I hate being black. I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with me, but now I love being me and I love being multiracial. Number 8, do you feel that being mixed has its benefits? I do, because you know, you get the best of both worlds type of thing, you know. My grandmother's from Georgia, you know, she's Southern. I get some fried chicken and stuff, but then my other grandmother's Cuban, so I get some black beans and rice, you know. Frijoles negros con arroz. You know, I get bust of both worlds. I feel that being multiracial is actually really fun. So, you know, yeah, it has its benefits. 9, what makes being multiracial a beautiful thing? Best of both worlds. Okay, like I said before about getting the best of both worlds, you know, you get different things from each side. So, for instance, I get my dad's hair, right? My dad has, my grandmother has very thick hair from my dad's side, and her hair is just super duper thick. But then I get my curl, and then I get, you know, my skin tone from my mom, which is not bad at all. And, you know, a lot of different things that both cultures give me that I think is really cool. And it's beautiful, you know. You have those little kids who are mixed, that have the beautiful eyes, you know. I think it is a really beautiful thing because you get to experience both. So number 10, any advice to some who struggle with their multiracial identity? If someone calls you ugly, tell them they haven't seen ugly until they looked into the mirror. Say this: I'm not as ugly as the person that's calling me ugly, okay? I'm not as ugly as the person that you look into when you look in the mirror. An ugly person is a person that calls someone ugly. That's what's ugly. And they've been thinking that they're adopted. No, I'm pretty sure you aren't adopted. I thought the same thing when I was little. I convinced myself that I was adopted, and then my sisters decided they wanted to tell me, oh, you're adopted.
Chrissy, am I adopted?
Yeah, you're adopted.
I am?
Uh-huh. Think of yourself as beautiful, and when people ask you if you're these different cultures, it means that you can be beautiful to anybody, you know? You're beautiful no matter who you are. And really, the people that say the mean stuff about you, you really just gotta ignore them because you are beautiful no matter what anybody says. And also, you always gotta embrace who you are. And if you're struggling with it, you know, maybe just ask your mom and dad some more stuff behind who you are and behind their culture, so you really understand why you look why you look the way you are, why your skin's this color, why, you know, why your eyelashes are this way, why your hair is this way, but my brothers and sisters' hair is this way. You know, get some more news about it. But honestly, you're beautiful the way you are, and don't let anybody else fool you because, you know, you're beautiful. So that's also some advice I can give to you. Alright, so that answered all 10 questions. If you guys would like me to do another tag that I have not heard about and that I have not done, please do comment down below. And please don't forget to subscribe if you really like my videos. Also, comment down below if you think that I could fix anything that you guys feel is wrong.